So it isn't enough that Brittany Renner has trapped PJ Washington, into giving her, $1 million baby. She's taking this even further, you guys. All right, I know you guys have already seen it, but she's now introducing what we call StepDaddy season. Let's hear her take on it.
Hey, y'all. Hi. It's officially StepDaddy season. Yeah, what up? I got the car seat in the back. Let's go to the park. Don't let your baby mama or your baby daddy block your blessings. I know in theory it sounds good keeping the same person to have kids with, but that's insanity as well. So if it doesn't work out with them, it'll work out with someone else. Okay?
Just need to understand the logic here. Like, what do you mean by it's insanity to be with your child's father instead of procreating with 2 and 3, 4, 5 different baby daddies? It's insanity to procreate with one. This girl, like, she's got to be kidding me. I understand, like, if you're trying to encourage, stepfathers to step up, but they wouldn't have to step up if you didn't go out creating broken homes. Like, I don't understand. These could all be prevented before it even gets to be here. But don't worry, you guys. She doesn't stop there. She obviously continues and continues.
It just will. That's how that goes. And trust me, I know it's ghetto. It is so ghetto being a baby mama, and thinking about multiple baby daddies is scary. But
if it's so ghetto, then why would you do it to yourself? And then why would you encourage other girls to do it? But y'all, she doesn't stop.
A lot of you are skeptical about talking to people with children, but I can assure you, the baby mamas now, today, we don't give a damn. You can have them. I have exited the rat race. I am not a threat. I want you to be around for a long time, not a good time. You can hold my son, put him on your story. I trust his judgment. I really do. I really, really do.
Why wouldn't people be skeptical about being with somebody with kids? Like, people with kids come with baggage. Like, are you not understanding that? Like, you come with baggage. Like, and you really come with baggage. But men or women, like, when they have children, like, you come with baggage. You come with a lot. So, of course, people are going to be skeptical, hesitant toward it. That's why people should make better decisions before having children. Ugh.
And save you should have got the ring first. It wasn't going to work out anyways. It just wasn't going to work out. Let's laugh together. And let's raise this baby,
One thing I like about Brittany Renner, she is a realistic. She also is beautiful. But she was realistic enough to say that, why get the ring? Like, we're never going to actually get married. And if we do get married, it's never going to actually last. So why even go through all that stress and even do that to ourselves? Let's just nip that in the bud now. But it's like, she's really playing the game here. But where does this game end up getting you? You see what happened to our fellow sister, Amber Rose. Where is this going to get you down the line? Because you're just going to keep going from guy to guy to guy. But, let's take a listen to see what your game plan is, longevity here.
You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Good. Because I'm both. I don't have to choose. I thought you wanted me to be a little whore.
Tittle the line, sweetie. It doesn't really work that way. You have to either be a housewife and leave your hoe and everything in the past and behind. And when you kind of take it to the extremes that you've gone, I don't really think there is like any kind of coming back from. I think you just kind of like ride this wave on. I think it just kind of keeps going on forever, like Amber Rose. Because what kind of guy are you going to find that's going to really take you and be? So Amber Rose should honestly be a cautionary tale to very many ladies, because you just see what happens when you kind of like waste your youth and you don't really secure the real bag like you're supposed to. Because you went from Kanye to Wiz to 21 to some unknown guy, and then you went and got some god-awful tattoo on your forehead. Now 2 baby daddies, your career is very struggling on hold right now. The slut walk, we haven't figured out what all of that represents and everything. It's all just a very much of a downhill turn. And now you're saying to us that you're going back to the streets? Like, but I thought you were the streets. So how did you leave the streets? And what's possessing a 38-year-old woman to turn around and be sending herself back to the streets? Honestly, truly baffling. Very baffling, you guys. Women not realize that their sexual marketplace value isn't the same anymore. Like Amber Rose was totally one of the hottest and the baddest girls in the game, but she's not that anymore. There's other girls coming in, ready, willing, and able to and taking her place, and she just hasn't quite realized that, or she didn't realize it even before. I truly don't understand how she ended up with that gentleman that she ended up with. And now she's sad. He cheated on her 12 odd times. It's like, but what did you expect? Like, come on, you guys. Like, take a look at this gentleman. Like, what are we expecting from him? Yeah, bad behaviors. And now she's taking it back to the streets. Don't worry, you guys. She's back in the streets. Where she belongs, where she'll probably always be, where she, seemingly felt the most comfortable. But look at her baby daddy with, her best friend's baby daddy, just seemingly kicking it, because celebrities just like to mix and mingle. And you see Blac Chyna and Amber Rose were like the top of the game. And you just look at Blac Chyna now. Just struggling, dating some loser too. Same story. Was dating, some millionaire, rapper, artist, whatever. And then now just dating dudes that I'm sure they are the ones taking care of. And that's just sad, but this is what shows you what selling your body gets you, ladies, or what sex sells. It doesn't sell for too long, seemingly. I don't also understand how another beautiful woman like Erica Mena just kind of let it all just go. I don't understand how back in the day she was dating and engaged to Bow Wow, but like that's like a whole nother ball game. But more importantly, she's married Safari, and it was like, how did you find yourself marrying Safari? Safari was a child. Do you see those stupid dance moves he fucking does? Like, god awful. And then also, too, Erica Mena has god awful attitude. And, and then she gets online to turn around and be celebrating this.
That's right. This is my divorce party.
Truly feel bad. Like, we're celebrating a divorce party. Like, who wants to be celebrating being divorced for, you were barely married for a couple of years, but, that's just another story to tell. Like, pick your partners wiser. Because, like, anybody with an ounce of brain would have told you never to marry Safari. Safari was not the one. I don't know how you found yourself entangled in all that mess. Congratulations to Trina. She just recently got engaged to her 30-year-old boyfriend, and she's 46, so there's about a 16-year age gap in this. And I just don't understand how she loved Lil Wayne and French Montana and that Keon, the basketball player. How did she leave all of those to come with some struggling rapper that knows she's taking care of, sponsoring, doing everything, and they're in some relationship that we can project won't really go too far. And it's really sad because, we are rooting for her. We want her to find love. Like, look at this. Like, she looks genuinely happy. But I'm just like, it was alleged with Keon that she was an abusive woman. She was an aggressive one. So it shows, again, another woman who didn't take advantage, of the high value men when they were, when she was readily available to take them, when they were, they were knocking at her door because, even now, look at Trina. Trina is still beautiful. But there was a time where Trina was that chick and guys were literally lining up for her. And it seemed like she didn't really take advantage of that. And now, yes, she is engaged to this guy, but where do we actually see this going? Like, he was in his 20s and she was already in her 40s. And is this, what she wanted for herself, or is she kind of just settling? Is she just kind of making do what it can be just because of the position she's in? And where she stands, like, hey, I'm about to be 47 this year. I got some little young 30-year-old guy. Let me make it work. And, he's also too stringing along for the ride. He's here like, shoot, let me keep, going, riding this boat as long as I can. You can't really blame him. I must have blamed Trina because I just wonder why somebody so beautiful, so talented, didn't get the fairy tale ending. I don't know why I'd be wanting this fairy tale ending like it's supposed to be the magical end all for people. But you just see, like, look at couples like Jeannie Mai and Jeezy are really radiating just pure happiness and love and purity at this point. Just because, like, you just see that they really came together And you see, even before Jeannie Mai, she said that she didn't want to have kids, all these things. I feel like she knew she didn't want to have kids with the guy she was with before, her previous husband. I knew that she would be bringing kids into an unhappy home or to a broken home, and she didn't want to do that. To things that a lot of women should be considering. Think about that. Like, you don't want to keep bringing kids into where would be a broken home. We need to give them a fighting chance. She waited, and look at how happy they are. Look at, the love they're exuding, and now they're expecting their first child together. And even if she's, she's 42-ish, there's still, a second chance when you give yourself. Not, she came in and she got 4 kids. Or you think Jesus was going to be tolerating that? Oh, now I'm changed. Like, no. Stand for what you believe in, know what you want, and don't settle for that. Don't settle. You could have just settled with her last husband, like, I'll have kids, I'm getting to 38, 39, whatever the case may be. No, she waited until she got everything she wanted. And I want so many other ladies to look around at themselves and take a look at the guys you're tolerating in your life, and the guys that you're procreating with, and the guys that you think are going to give you the future that you want, and they're not. Think about that, you guys. And also you see the mentality of these has-been women. It's not cute. It's not fun. We want pure happiness. Like, come on, stop and look at this. This is a learning lesson to, know what you want and wait for the timing and everything to be right, because, God's timing is the best timing. Look at how happy she is. Look at all they're going to, be able to create in their lives. And don't be fooled by these IG women out here. They're sad. They're miserable. They hate their life. They regret a lot of the decisions that they made. They hate the positions that they've put themselves in, because they know that it's only a finite amount of time that they're going to be able to do what they're doing. So ladies, step your game up, okay? Have value and love yourselves. Thank you for tuning in.